After this video, you're gonna learn the root cause of a chronic low back problem, and you may start asking yourself, what are you even doing? Now, it doesn't really matter if you have degenerative disc, herniation, sciatica, bad posture, tight psoas muscle, weak core muscle, doesn't really matter. None of them are the root cause of the problem. They are just symptoms and how you feel. Now, if you search online, you will see a zillion of different answers, right? I have an imbalance on my hip. I have tight psoas muscle. So I have a weak core muscle. I have herniation if you ask your doctor after the x-ray, right? So you're gonna find a zillion of different answers, but none of them are the root cause. Those are just superficial answers. They don't consider why you be in this position in the first place, why you have muscle imbalance, why you have tight psoas muscle, why you have a weak core muscle, why you have this herniation in the first place. So of course, when you treat the source, the result won't last pretty long because there are a lot more layers to it. Now the root cause is wrong movement pattern. Hear me out. When you have wrong movement pattern and you're still going to finish your daily functional activity like walking, sitting, running, your body will find a way to adjust it by either directly jamming your joint, or you're going to adjust your spine curve and change the position of the joint so you can move and finish those daily functional activities. Now, oftentimes when you see people have chronic low back problem, you're going to find out of them, they have some degree of anterior pelvic tilt or posterior pelvic tilt or postural imbalance. And that's not inherently bad if you don't have any pain, but if you do, you need to pay a closer attention. Now, when your joints are out of alignment, of course your muscle will be out of alignment too. So when you say you have a really weak core muscle or you really need to stretch out your psoas muscle, not necessarily. Not necessarily they're weak or you really need to stretch them out, but they're just not in an optimal position to work effectively. So of course, you might feel weak, but they're actually not. So when our muscles are out of alignment and keep working in the wrong positions over time, of course, you're gonna feel stiff, you're gonna feel tight, and you're gonna feel pain. And of course, this muscle will compress the nerve underneath your muscle as well, which is, in this case, your sciatic nerve. Now, I know a lot of people may say, sure, I'll just stretch it or, just keep decompressing my spine and I'll probably be fine. Now, if you want to waste your time, go ahead. Sometimes we just gotta learn the hard way. But the thing is, that's the backward thinking. As a professional, I don't want you to decompress or stretch out anything. I want you to move correctly, use the muscle effectively, produce force effectively, so your body won't even feel weak, feel stiff, feel pain in the first place. That way, not only can fix your low back problem, but also you can get back to activity you used to love. Of course, there are a lot of nuance going into this, and I'm not going to bore you with the science here, but the essential concept is we need to work on our optimal movement pattern. Now, to do this effectively, you require us to appreciate natural human asymmetry, so we can move the way we naturally designed to be. Now, most of the people just do a bunch of exercise regardless of which side is on, but they all struggle. They never have any long-term relief whatsoever. Now, this happened to all of my clients and myself too. We all been stuck in stretching, massage, chiropractic, physiotherapists even, because we didn't appreciate the natural human asymmetry. Now, here's the thing, our body is naturally asymmetrical. We have naturally asymmetrical brain, diaphragm structures. If we cut us literally in half, we'll weigh more on our right side of the body than our left. Now, that's why most people feel more comfortable to sleep and stand on the right side. Now, asymmetrical bodies set us up for asymmetrical difference in low back problem. Again, I'm not going to bore you with the science here, but the point is we need to treat each side of our body differently. In this way, not only you can fix your low back, right, but also you can restore the right movement pattern and get back to activity you used to love, right? Like running around with your kid, hit the gym as hard as you want, or just play the sport you used to play it again. Now, all of that require you to have a right movement pattern first. And if you love reading scientific article, I've linked everything down below. Now, just in summary, the wrong movement pattern causes the wrong joint positions, which lead muscle to work ineffectively, and over time create stiffness, pain, and ultimately compress the nerve underneath your muscle as well. So whatever you're doing right now, I want you to think about and ask yourself, what are you working on? For example, if you're just relying on stretching your target muscle, right? What about a joint? What about a postures? What about a movement pattern? What about ability to shift from side to side, right? Now, same thing apply to, just randomly strengthening your core or your glute muscle, right? Think about it. What are you working on and what's lacking? Now, if you're just relying on chiropractic or just, decompress your low back, what about a movement pattern? Do you know how to move correctly now? Do you know what kind of muscle you need to fire it up to finish your daily functional activity? Or you just passively decompress and hope your body can adjust on its own? And as an example, if you're working on your hip, good, you're working on your joint now, and that's a good start. But guess what? Here's the thing, not all exercises are created equal. Some exercises are created for eyeball, but some exercises are created from your biomechanical advantage that target human asymmetry in a wrong movement pattern. I've been doing this for years now, and I just got this feedback from my client. This is even faster than I expected because, this just happened after the first session. Now, my expectation when we work together is within the first 2 to 3 days, if you do it correctly, you're gonna feel and hear that clicking, not jamming around your joint, and you're gonna feel a tremendous relief and then see a huge improvement when you walk. All because we target human asymmetry and we target your raw movement pattern. All right, that's it for the video. I'm probably gonna wrap this up. If you want to learn more, check the main videos I pinned on my YouTube or just, hit me a message on Instagram. All right, peace.